Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to do a good old fails video because I was rifling through everything that was getting ready to make its way out of my collection, as I have become, even here in Seattle, with not as many drawers of makeup and beauty products and all of that. Even here, I have become more selective and picky and really narrowing in on what makes the most of my routine, what I love the most, and, you know, removing the things that just do not help me, that frustrate me, that don't perform well in my opinion. And I have a huge bin next to me. We're gonna try and get through it all. Everything from cosmetics, little skincare, little random things. But I just wanted to sit down and do a fails video. It's been a minute. Beauty products as a whole are so just unique to our individual needs. So if an item or two are your favorites and they're not mine, that does not make them bad. I can't say that enough. So where shall we start? You guys know I have such a thing for glitter. Obviously, I love glitter. I'm wearing glitter even here where I'm not going anywhere. If I'm doing my makeup and I'm not going to an event, I'm not going out, I'm not going out to dinner, I'm not going to a party, but guess what? I don't care. Me and these walls can still shine. I have two items here that were so, for me, bad and not opaque enough, not reflective enough, just didn't give me that like wow moment that I was searching for. One of them is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Gel. Let's just pretend that I did not say it like that. I have this heavy metal glitter gel from Urban Decay. This says it's for eye, face, and body. This is in the shade Party Monster. I purchased this at Ulta. I didn't swatch it or test it. They didn't have a tester available at the time, but I just loved this color. I was like, wow, like that is such a gorgeous blue. How beautiful. I didn't really see myself using it so much on the body, but I thought maybe like a little dab or something would be really beautiful on top of a more intense look. And I like the color. I think that was really the draw for me to try this one. However, this particular glitter, I'll do a proper swatch for you guys close up so you can see it. There's just not much going on. It's so chunky that I used it once and I never wanted to use it again. And it was like, okay, off to the bad bin you go. Now, Urban Decay makes some of the most incredible glitters. I'm wearing one of their glitter liners underneath my eye right now. I think the shade is Cowboy. It's one of their like very famed shades. And that one is so nice, even just kind of on top of an eyeshadow look, not used as a liner, which it comes with a little liner brush. If you use it any which way on the eyes, it's so high shine, it's so concentrated with that glitter reflection that it makes everything just look really just like one step up glamorous. And I love that. I thought this would be the same way. It feels literally like a scrub you would use in the shower, and that's just not what I'm after, whether it's just on the shoulders, body, eyes, whatever. It's just not my cup of tea. So this one was a pass. This one was just really annoying. I got this at Target. I didn't just purchase this, I purchased another quad and then individuals that I did already get rid of. The color of the glitter itself is really great, but if you are wandering through Target and you're like, oh wow, this looks like it might be so nice. It just doesn't, look at my finger, okay? It doesn't pick anything up. It's literally just like wax and that's it. So if you're looking at this and you think that it's going to be a creamy, intense glitter that you can use on the eyes, I would warn you that it's not. It's dominantly waxy base with just like a teeny tiny little itty bit of glitter. So this was such a pass. Have you guys heard of this brand, Starlit Studio? I have not tried anything else. I'm always happy to explore brands more so than just this sucked and the whole line must suck too. Like, I don't ever really feel that way until I try, I don't know, like 5-10 products in a row that are bad, that I would not really be into a brand as a whole, because I believe that brands do certain things really, really well, and then other things, maybe they missed the mark, and this one just absolutely missed the mark for me. Let's give it up for me not having a tissue or anything in front of me to wipe my hands. Hey. we're gonna make a mess. Okay, so I don't have it in front of me. I have the box. This is something I just tried, as I just recently got this in my unboxing. That was kind of an unboxing, kind of not. It was just me and James goofing off, going through new product that I had Taylor, my stepson, unbox in Los Angeles, just so I could kind of have access to newer makeup, and I just thought I would share it all with you all at once. I will link that video below if you're interested in checking it out. It's like all the new. This is from a brand, Kosas, that has a lot of great ingredients, and they're known for removing a lot of the more questionable ones, and I don't know, I thought I would really love it. So I did give it a good go. It did not go well. Tried it again the next day, like with fresh makeup. I was like, maybe I just was trying it and I put it on top of the existing makeup and that was a bad idea. Maybe I should like try it again. My issue with this one is it just is very blotchy. It's a little bit hard to blend, just so that lay down is like intense and then it doesn't really want to move, and what you can move kind of blotches up. It's definitely shiny. I mean, it is a moisturizing highlighter. I don't really know how exactly it's moisturizing. It's just not like overly mattified or drying on the skin, but I'm pretty good at figuring out what I love right away, like at this point of testing so many products all of the time. So for me, with a powder product specifically, if it doesn't blend well, if it doesn't wear a long time, if it's too shiny, not pigmented enough, or too pigmented, like I have all these like things that I want to hit personally in my mind for a product to be great. I sound like the Goldilocks of makeup. Oh, this is too hot, this is too cold, but it's just what it is for me. And there are many other bronzers out there that are so much better in quality. So this was just kind of sadly an immediate pass. But their brand is really cool. They do have a lot of great products that, again, I appreciate for being more clean, if you will. So moving on to another new product. I feel bad doing these videos sometimes because I do know that a lot of effort, research, development does go into creating products. I really love so much from this brand, and it's not a huge, mega well-known brand. So I know that the sting of something not working out and talking about it is a little bit harsher. So I want to share with you guys, they have a few absolute standout products from their mascaras, lipsticks, lip plumpers. The theming behind it is, you know, plumping, bigger lashes, plumping lashes. And this was a liquid plumping highlighter and blush. And ever since I've been using the Honest blush, I have been more open to wanting to try out cream products as a whole. This was the weirdest experience because from like a sensory point, it's uncomfortable to me. It is icy in the way that if you put on a plumping lip gloss, like that can be spicy or icy. This is icy spicy on your skin, which to me drives me insane. And that sensation stayed there for so long that in the back of my head, I was like, oh my gosh, am I irritating my skin? I think my skin doesn't like this. I can feel it. And the payoff of a plumping effect or anything that was like extra special with it that would make me be like, it's worth it. Look how great you look. For me, that was not there. And what I'm talking about is the Grande Glow Plumping Liquid Highlighter and the Grande Pop Plumping Liquid Blush. Beautiful shade range, that is undeniable. I love the shade range. The applicator, I don't know, it's really a thick doe foot applicator, which does feel a little bit weird putting the product on. The weirdest part for me was just that ingredient that's in there to plump the skin that feels like you've put icy hot on your face, and I just don't know that that can be good. And it just kind of looked the same as like other liquid highlighters, so sadly this one's a pass. But try the mascara. I'm telling you guys, it's so good. It's like, it will blow your mind. It's so good. So moving on from there, I want to share with you guys a nice little update. So recently in Drugstore try on video, I tested out the NYX Born to Glow. I also tested out the eye foundation primer and this JCat Eyesurance, the anti-fatigue cooling under eye balm. Again, there's like a cooling kind of weird feeling thing that just, I don't like it. I don't know, I just don't like it. It's just not for me. The cooling balm is in essence a lot like a product from Becca Cosmetics that I used to use and love all the time. I might repurchase that actually. I mentioned that in that video and I don't know, this one is just thick. I just think this makes your concealer look chunky. It just does not give a good lay down. Like it puts this kind of tacky, sticky texture underneath the eye. And while you might think that that would smooth everything out and make things look so much prettier and better, in my opinion, it just kind of made everything look worse. And the under eye area, you don't want that. You want it to look as smoothed out as possible. Also, I will not be using the NYX Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. The first time I tried it, I really didn't like it, but I blamed the under eye primer. The second time I was like, well, maybe I used it with the wrong foundation. And by the third time I was like, yeah, no. It's not radiant or hydrating, and it's not completely dry down powder matte either. It's somewhere in the middle, but it kind of, you can tell it's trying to do both things. So if a more illuminating product could dry down and be matte, that's kind of the vibe or texture that it gives you. And if you get it anywhere like outside the under eye area, kind of where you have, more visible pores, it just does not sink into the skin. It kind of adds this layer of texture. I'm also not going to continue using the Eye Foundation Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer from Catrice. I noticed that my eyeshadow, although it was going on okay, it's kind of like a more clear, similar to the old school Urban Decay eyeshadow primers. It gives you a nice base to work with, and it does help the color to look a little more vibrant. It does help things to smooth on a little bit better, but I would notice that my eyeshadows would start to crease more whenever I would use this versus, just a regular old concealer or Painterly Paint Pot, or I like using my RCMA palette, which is kind of odd because RCMA has a lot of oil in it, and you would think that that one would create more creasing on the eyelid than something like this, but this just did. It was just kind of after enough tries, I'm like, yeah, I want to find drugstore products that are incredible that I can recommend, but that one just did not end up beating out some of the other things that I already love so much. I have a couple of mascaras from Dollface. At first, I did really like these. Nice brushes, pretty easy to build, but the wear is the issue. They started drying out so quickly, and I started to notice that when I would wear these mascaras, that I would have those crumbles kind of falling on my face, and what can I say? I'm very, very picky. Wow, this is the worst eyeliner. I don't even know what to say about this one. This is actually just like, this is just not good. This is an eyeliner from e.l.f. It is the No Budge Retractable Liner. It literally is so hard to line the eye with this. It does not give enough color payoff. It drags. It's too firm. It just doesn't show up. And I think that when you're wanting to line your eyes with a retractable, waterproof, deep espresso shade, you want it to do that framing for you and like have it hold tight and be there. And you hope for some kind of like intensity and richness. This just like, you have to kind of layer it up, and then it starts kind of showing all the cracks on your eyelid, and you go back to like kind of blend it out and you get bald patches. And this was just like a hot mess. So this is a no. Surprising. This, I don't know why, this one particular lash, the Remy lashes from Ardell. I've had this issue over and over and over. This has not been the first pair that I have done this with, and I love Ardell lashes. You guys know that throughout the years. I definitely use a lot of drugstore lashes. I'm wearing drugstore lashes today. You can always find on sale. You can always use some type of a coupon. And while you can reuse them, the nice thing about them not being so super durable with a claim of like wear for 30 times is they have a thinner band, which can look much more natural. Now, sometimes there are bands that are too thin, and that is the case with this. It's near impossible to get this off of the actual plastic without breaking them. So you can see I've broken this pair. It's probably the fourth pair that I've broken because I love the style. It gives me anxiety to like break one in half. And I've done it a couple of times where I got one off just fine and like already glued it to my lash and then like broke the other one. It's like, oh my gosh. It's just not fun correcting lashes. So I would think twice about these ones. The band is very, very flimsy, or just be very, very careful because the actual effect in the lash itself is great. It's the band that's the problem. And then this guy right here is officially out. I did test this on camera. This is the Mattifying and Perfect Blur Priming Stick. I wanted to try it again. I don't know why, I just did. I have it here with me. I do that quite often, like if I don't like something one time, I usually will give it another go or a few goes. I love a primer and a stick like this, but it has to be the right texture. So this was a pass. This is interesting. I really have not explored much from this range. However, it's expensive. The packaging is made to look like you would think that it would feel higher end, but there's something about this, correct me if I'm wrong, that feels kind of like kid makeup, even though it's elevated. It's just a little too ornate for my taste. I've heard from a few people that there are specific products that they love from the Jill Stewart range. I don't know who's making or manufacturing, but this particular shadow set is expensive and it's just all kind of shimmery. I don't know. It's just, you can't really do a full eye with it and be super satisfied. It's just like this haze of color. And if you're paying a lot of money for a little compact like this, I think you want more. I want more. That's just me personally. I love the scent of this. I ordered this online while I was here. I was like, you know what? I miss the fragrance of my studio in California. I use diffusers from Kai, and everybody that walks into my studio, the first thing they say is usually, oh my gosh, what is that fragrance? It smells so good. And I've turned so many people on to Kai fragrance. It is gardenia. It smells very fresh and tropical island, but still very sophisticated, almost floral. And I love the scent. It's just intoxicating. I wore it on my wedding day. So of course I was like, oh my gosh, you know what I need? I need some Kai deodorant. Erica started using this too, and she had the same experience. We're like, oh my God, we smell like BO and gardenia. This is not right. Is it making you sweat more? And I'm like, yeah, it's making me sweat more. I don't know why. It did not work with my body chemistry, and it is like the worst deodorant I've ever tried. I can't find a natural one to save my life. Help a girl out. What do I do? I've literally tried so many of your guys' recommendations. I am using Native right now. You can get that at Target. It's pretty good. You guys always leave me like the most interesting natural deodorant recommendations. Like whenever I bring up deodorant, it seems to be a topic where everyone's like, okay, Tati, I got you. Like you need this, try that. So let me know, because I'm really, really trying to not use the harsh aluminum deodorants, and I'll tell you why. I started noticing that I was getting more razor burn and just like itchy. Products that used to never irritate my skin ever are doing that now, and it's kind of a weird thing. And I am shifting and changing a lot of my routine as far as like basics, like body wash, shave cream, skincare, all of that. I'm like kind of doing a massive redo. So let me know what you guys are into, like what you absolutely love for more like sensitive skin, just because I don't know, you guys are really good. Like I like having an audience that loves product in the way that I love product, and I take your recommendations very seriously because I feel like you get it, you get me, I get you. And I don't know, I used to like watch videos myself as a fan before I ever made them, and I would make little lists and I would go and I'd check them out at like the MAC counter or at Sephora, and I'd be like, oh, this person says that this is a good eyeliner, like let me check that out. And it's just interesting that now through my DMs or you guys tweeting me or comments here, like I will do the same thing. And I'm listening to you guys the same way that you kind of take my recommendations, and that's kind of cool. I really like that. So let me know. This, I just did not find it satisfying. This lifts evidence of dirt, blackheads, and clogged pores. I am like really into my blackhead remover device. That device works so well for me that I don't find other things as necessary or as satisfying. Now, I don't like using pore strips too often because they can leave behind kind of a sticky, tacky film, and it can cause problems and actually make your pores clog easier. There's this whole debate on that, but I still like them. Like they're still just kind of like fun to use, right? Anyone else? Like I find it really satisfying to like clean your skin, and I wear a lot of makeup, so I do have to clean my skin and clean it well without like totally junking it up and getting too aggressive with different like harsh exfoliants and like all of that. So I'm always kind of like into all these things, right? By the way, Nurse Jamie, I just saw this morning on Instagram, and I was like, is it different at all? Like maybe I need to try that one. She has a pore clearing, like vibrating device. I think it does a similar thing. So this one right here has tea tree oil, love that. Hemp seed oil, I think I love that. Witch hazel extract, there's a lot of debate on whether that is really good for your skin or not. You be the judge, do a little research. But I did pick this up at Target, where I purchase a lot of things I just don't need. I told my sisters, they're like, what are you gonna do after quarantine? And I was like, well, I already have it planned out. So most people are excited to like go eat in a restaurant or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna be at Sephora. And then I'm totally gonna I need a Target trip. I'll be going to Target and buying more stuff I don't need soon. I'm pretty sure of it. This one just honestly didn't do anything. Like for me, I put it on, I waited, I did all the right moves. I was like, everything looks the same to me and like gross, but like if you look at the strip when you take it off, I was like, either my skin is like super, super clear or this just didn't work. So it's just a pass. Like with a pore strip, I need it to be a little more aggressive, okay? This is something else that is like a weird thing that I just like wanted to ask if anyone else has ordered this recently. Did they change the formula? Can someone please tell me? Because I used to swear by this product for everything, like elbows, knees, cuticles, flyaways, lips, glossing the eyelids, the face, knuckles, just like anywhere you needed an extra like really zhuzh of thick balm. This is such an iconic product. The drugstore option would be Aquaphor, which I really, really love that one as well. I feel like I got a bottle with a totally different formula. It smells different and the texture is different. I'm just curious. So it's not that I'm saying that this is like a bad product, because it's not. I was just at the end of this video wanting to know if any of you guys have recently purchased that one and if you noticed a change and where I can order the old school one, if it did change. Okay, on that note, we're wrapping it up. Thank you for hanging out with me, rifling through all of the stuff that did not work. I know you guys enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them. It's a nice break from all the stuff that, you know, maybe we want to buy or new things, trying good, you know, we're kind of in this place where, I don't know, I want to go out shopping, but at the same time, I feel after all of this, you know, the event of being, you know, indoors for so long, it really makes you look at everything and want to be a little more particular about what you really need and why you like things to work the way you do, and not just so quick to look at what's new just because it's new, but to look at why you like certain things. That's definitely changed for me. So expect maybe more of these kind of videos. I love that you guys like them. And if you want that, of course, thumbs the video up, leave comments, share the video. I'm happy to continue doing these. So let's end the negative with some positive. Go have a beautiful day. Whatever you are doing, make sure you are not just loving others and the world and being of service. This is something I'm trying to work on myself. Make sure that you direct some of that back to you. And go kind on yourself, go easy on yourself. And I'm just wishing you guys a great day, a great week, whatever you're doing. I love you. And if you have not subscribed, please make sure you do that before you leave, ring the bell, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.